A lot of schools nowadays are already considering to transition in a learn from home environment. Even the traditional schools, right now, they're already considering to take the classroom at the convenience of every student's home because of the current pandemic nga.
Yes, and that is also why marami tayong tanong from mommies and daddies na nanonood sa atin regarding homeschooling. Hello, Clingers! Welcome back to our channel. For today's Ask Omni and Bryce episode, sasagutin namin yung mga questions that you have regarding homeschooling.
Yes, but before that, to those of you who are new on our channel, we are Omni and Bryce.
And together with our kids, we are hashtag the Clingy fam.
Yes.
So, please subscribe if you haven't yet, and also make sure you turn on the notification bell para updated kayo whenever we have new videos. Also, let's stay connected. Follow us on
Instagram, Facebook,
and TikTok, Omni and Bryce.
A lot of schools nowadays are already considering to transition in a learn from home environment. Even the traditional schools, right now, they're already considering to take the classroom at the convenience of every student's home because of the current pandemic nga.
Yes, and that is also why marami tayong tanong from mommies and daddies na nanonood sa atin regarding homeschooling. In fact, last week, nagkaroon kami ng live session with Grolier Domesticity, our beloved friend,
si Denise.
Yeah.
And we had the opportunity to share why we considered homeschooling.
Yes.
And there were a lot of questions during the live session that we were not able to take up because we only have a limited period of time. So we're taking this opportunity to answer those questions.
If you wanna watch the recorded live, we will just put the link down below. Additional info din yan eh.
Yes.
Diba? At yung mga personal sharing din si Denise na sobrang nakatulong din sa atin. Speaking of homeschooling, gustong-gusto namin maayos yung homeschool room namin.
Yes.
However, yung mga materials that we need, hindi na namin nabili dahil sa ECQ, inabutan na.
Yes, pero ano lang naman kami, preference lang namin ni Daddy Bryce yun. Some parents, meron silang dedicated room for homeschooling. Before kasi, di ba, condo living kami, so we really have a corner lang where we actually do the homeschooling.
Isa nga sa dining table lang.
Oo, sa dining table. So basically, there's really no hard and fast rule on how you're going to set up your homeschool area or learning area for your children. Pero if we may recommend, kami ni Daddy Bryce, meron kaming ginagamit na napakagandang table and chairs. So sobrang perfect for Zia and Zella as they do their homeschooling sessions. And that is what Daddy Bryce is gonna share with us.
Yeah, actually, that's a table that you're seeing here. Yung ginagamit nila ngayon sa likod is what you call the Andy plus Olivia vintage table and chairs set by Itsy Rooms.
Yeah, sobrang ganda niya kasi it's baby-proof or kid-proof.
Why don't we show them?
Yeah, show them na, no?
If you're like us, na wala tagang what you call a steady setup at home when it comes to your homeschooling room, you can put it at any corner of your house. Like, pwede dali sa kwarto, pwede yung sa homeschool room talaga.
Pwede sa living area.
Yes, living area. Is it okay if we remove the items here on top so we can show them? It has a compartment. This compartment can accommodate writing materials, books, or yung mga kailangang mabilis i-access na homeschooling materials or studying materials nila.
Or what they're currently working on. So Zia is currently working on her word search, write and grow materials, while Zella naman is working on her Grolier Amazing Words exploration. So that's why it's here.
Some of you might think baka bumagsak itong what they call this, yung cover ng compartment, but no, you need to exert an effort to pull it back.
Yes.
Pero kayang-kaya naman kahit ng bata. Can you try it, Ate Zia or Ate Zella?
Yeah. Maybe Zella because her hands are full. Nice.
There you go.
Maybe. Thank you. Now you can use the top of the table again.
Alright. Thank you, Ate Zia.
Okay.
Thank you, Ate Zella.
What I like also about it is the table has a matching chair. That is also kid-friendly. I like that our edges are not pointed.
It's rounded, yes.
It's rounded, yes. So it's very safe for your kids and it's very sturdy. Even an adult can sit on it. They
use steel frame for this. It's powder coated, so safe for the kids. Yung paint na ginamit nila, yung texture niya.
If you're not yet that familiar, so that's the name of the table and chair set. So it's the Andy plus Olivia Vintage Tables and Chairs set from Itsy Rooms.
Mami, since you mentioned about this rounded part, the same goes with the table. Okay, it's also rounded, so safe siya for the kids. And by the looks of it pala, you already know that this is gonna last long. This set are actually made of woods from EENR certified forest. So these are 100% locally made. Okay, so sabay talaga.
You just saw the Insta rooms, Andy plus Olivia vintage tables and chairs that we have really fallen in love with and our kids have also fallen in love with. And the good news is, if you want to have this tables and chairs set from Insta rooms, you can actually have it for only 500 pesos. You can actually join their raffle for a cause. Those who will participate in this drive or in this campaign can actually have a chance to bring home these tables and chair set or table and chair set plus other items in a complete Insta rooms playroom set.
And also nursery set.
And also nursery
the
set.
playroom set will cost like 24,000.
Yes.
All the items in there. Yung nursery set naman will cost around 60,000 pesos.
So, in order for you to know the complete mechanics of this raffle for a cause, you can actually check out our post on Instagram at Omni Bryce. Your help will actually go a long way kasi 100% of the funds from the raffle entries will actually go to Concodia Children's Services and Various Soup Kitchen dedicated to feeding the children in low-income barangays.
So, malaking tulong to.
Malaking
tulong. Grabe, 500 pesos can we join?
Why not? We can donate.
We can donate. Lahat ng link na kailangan nyo for this vlog, for this video, ilalagay namin sa description box.
Grabe no, kasi nakatulong ka na, tapos meron ka pang chance to earn a complete set of items.
Exactly. Grabe
Diba, parang yung makatulong ka na nga lang malaking bagay na yun. Pero ito kasi, may chance ka makakuha ng reward.
And when you talk kasi about in-rooms items, iba yun eh. So right now, sagutin natin yung mga questions that you have regarding homeschooling.
From Red Tronco, what do parents need to do or know if they want to homeschool? Where should they start? There are a lot of many misconceptions about homeschooling. And in order to share lang the definition that we got from our very own provider, homeschooling is actually a parent-led, home-based type of learning. So basically, it doesn't mean na kapag nag-homeschool ka, nasa bahay ka lang talaga literally. Although you're home-based, the world is literally your classroom. You can take the lesson anywhere. They can learn from anywhere.
You said parent-led?
Parent-led, meaning you can make the learning environment more flexible. You can configure your teaching style based on the learning style of your child.
And based on the need of your child also, like when you go to a regular school, say for example, PE, di ba? May basketball.
Yes.
But you think your kids naman or your kid naman is not into basketball, so definitely that subject pwede na tanggalin.
Oo,
Diba?
pwede
In homeschooling,
palitan ng iba.
yes, in regular school setup, hindi mo yung pwedeng gawin.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi kung ano yung design for everyone, yun na yun. But in homeschooling, you can actually design your curriculum or your
Yes.
program, pwede mo tanggalin yung basketball or any subject or any topic that you think na hindi naman kailangan ng anak mo.
Yes, and for as long as you comply to the standards set by DepEd,
Yes.
then you're good.
So where should they start, Mami?
Kami kasi what we did was to attend an orientation provided by our chosen homeschool provider. That's where we actually learned what we need to know.
This is not in partnership with Homeschool Global. Nagkataon lang taga. Sila yung pinakakilala naming provider. You can search them on Facebook. They do online orientation also since lahat nga tayo ngayon ay home-based or work from home. And it's for free.
From Charmaine Ramos Pascual, sabi niya, good evening po. What are the requirements to homeschool? Are there any workshops or events that I can attend if I want to homeschool my kids? Well, some providers, they require that you are at least a college graduate to be a parent-teacher.
Yeah, parent-teacher.
Pero some naman are not so strict about a degree. It really depends on which provider you want to be connected with. Are there workshops or events that I can attend if I want to homeschool my kids? There are homeschooling conferences being done by different organizations. So just have to check out yung schedule ng mga conferences na yon. You can attend their conferences for free or for a minimum amount. But when it comes naman to Homeschool Global, yung provider namin, we just needed to attend an orientation and I think we paid 500 pesos lang doon as a couple. Ang nilalaman ng homeschool orientation na yun, basically, the why and the how of homeschooling.
Meron din tagang training for parent teachers.
Yes. Ang maganda kasi, there's a family advisor that actually gives you the next steps on how to go about
We'll follow you up, no?
Oo.
We'll assist you in,
In all your needs, especially if you're a first-time homeschooling family.
Next question is from Aleli Cablao Hernay.
When po ba pwede mag-start ng homeschooling? In our case, we started when Zia was 5.
Yeah.
Kasi they wouldn't allow that she starts earlier than age 5.
Earlier than age, play muna.
Oo parang yung season nila, hindi pa sila hinog enough to enter formal schooling until age 5. And next
question is from Ivory Eves or Ibs.
Ivory Eves, advanced po ba ang turo sa homeschool? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Ang maganda kasi sa homeschooling, when you're starting especially, diba, bibigyan ka ng set of curriculum that the child needs to learn. But it does not mean that if hindi nga makompleto lahat yun, then bagsak siya or whatnot. Diba? Ang homeschooling kasi, the way we experience it, it depends on how your child progresses.
Yeah.
So, kumbaga parang pag natutunan niya to, then done na siya doon. Pero kapag hindi pa, then you can focus more on the areas of improvement.
Yes.
Kasi sa homeschool setup, pag fast learner yung anak mo, pwedeng makomplete niya yung isang buong lesson faster than how a regular school would treat it. Pero if, kunwari, si Zia nun, hindi niya na-take up yung how to tell time during the school year. So right now, we are focusing on helping her identify or learn how to tell time. Kasi nga, she has to learn that path. Hindi siya advanced.
Pero we would say yung mga batang namit namin ng homeschool, super advanced, not academically, but in life in general.
Yes,
so, mas, may kaya kami, 11 years old, nagbabasa ng mga novels, diba? Tsaka what we like about homeschooling is that our kids get to spend time sa passion nila. Like si Sia, as young as she is, she's into arts, nakakapag-design na siya ng t-shirt niya. Diba? Kasi she has the time to do it. Ang next question from Joanna Lynn Espanto Gavina. Mukhang maganda nga din po talaga mag-homeschool, pero ano po ba yung mga do's and don'ts in terms of homeschooling?
Don't pressure the child, especially sa age nila Zia and Jen. If pagod na siya, or don't first force the child to study kasi wala nang papasok sa utak niya. So, ang do doon sa sitwasyon na yon is tailor-fit your learning style based on how the child wants to learn.
Yes.
Kasi, kagaya niya si Zia, nung time na nagsisimula pa siya mag-aral, syempre mas bata pa siya, ng 5 years old. So yung attention span niya medyo hindi ka pareho na ngayon. So she's into arts, so we have to change our approach in an artistic manner that she will be more excited to take up the lesson just because we change the pencil to a color or to a crayon. Simple things like that. Parang you really have to be resourceful. That's one of the do's also. Be resourceful. Kasi when you homeschool, you don't really need to know everything. You just really have to be organized and you just have to have the right set of resourcefulness. So, be mindful or be focused on how your child really approaches learning.
Yeah, when you say resourcefulness, si Zara, she's the type na kailangan gumagalaw talaga palagi.
Nabobore siya kapag puro pens and papers lang.
And we're preparing her for Kinder 2.
Yes.
Kailangan matuto siya magsulat ng lines, diba? Ng curves, letters, numbers. Nung nag-drawing kami, nung dinodrawing niya, pinapakopya ako sa kanya, board na board siya.
Ayaw niya na.
So, sabi ko, hindi pwede. I had to think of a way na matutunan niya magsulat ng lines, ma-acknowledge yung mga lines, letters, shapes, and everything, na hindi siya naboboard. So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, sige, instead na mag-drawing siya umpisa, since introduction pa lang naman to, tinuro sa kanya kung ano iba't ibang klase ng mga lines, then pinahanap ko sa bahay, lahat ng items sa bahay na meron ng lines na yon.
So, for example, find all the vertical lines in this house.
Yes, tinuro niya, yung sa hagdanan, enjoy siya ngayon. So, I think the key is you have to know yung anak mo.
How to stimulate yung interest niya.
Kilalanin mo yung anak mo, di ba? Paano ba siya matuto effectively? Paano ba yung ugali niya? And you have to adapt your style doon sa preference niya. This one naman is from Christine Monino. Paano po yung socialization ng bata since wala siyang ibang nakikitang bata o kalaro unlike sa traditional school? Parang number one question ko lagi sa amin. Pag sabing, ay, homeschooling kayo, paano yung socialization ng bata?
Oo nga pero alam mo, sa totoo lang, I've never seen a homeschooled person that is very poor in socialization or expressing himself. In fact, sa homeschooling setup, you actually help your child socialize better. Kasi when you socialize, it's not just naman getting to know a person by name. Socialization na nakita namin kasi is making real connections, meaningful connections with people around you. So, sa traditional setup kasi, di ba, parang they're mixed with kids who are also of the same age that they have, same interests that they have. So, very limiting. Kasi yung nakakasalamuha nila are people who share the same interest and wala masyadong learning sa ganung setup. When they're homeschooled, they get to talk to their parents, they get to talk to people around them, they get to talk to the security guards. Basically, sa homeschooling, they get to socialize better because they get to talk to anyone, or parang people of all ages, of all races. If you're a traveling family, so they get to talk to anyone regardless of nationality.
Right.
In a homeschooling setup, they're free to express themselves anytime. They're free to ask you anytime. So, na-notice ko sa mga anak namin na parang wherever we bring them, whoever they talk to, wala silang hiya. They can express themselves.
Not in a negative way, ha?
Yes. Ang challenge nga namin minsan paano pipigilan.
Yes, actually, that's true. And you mentioned kay na Mami, and regardless of race, I remember we were in Bangkok. Kaya naging kaibigan nila yung
guard.
Hindi siya guard eh.
Yung service person.
But of course, when you do that, when you allow your kids to talk to other people, make sure na may proper guidance din sila.
Yes, you also have to tell them what doesn't need to be shared, like your phone number or your home address, diba?
Yeah, but bottom line is that social skills, hindi siya problema just because your homeschooling or your child is homeschooling. Sabi ni Chris V. Marie, Mami Omni, ano pong curriculum ang sinusunod nyo kapag homeschooling?
Kung Homeschool Global FB, upon enrollment, bibigyan ka ng list of books that are available in the Learning Hub, which is very convenient sa akin kasi paglabas namin ng Homeschool Global branch sa Ayala Most 30th, nasa labas lang nun yung the Learning Hub. So, we get our books right away, pagka-enroll. So, pag-uwi namin, kompleto na pati yung mga materials niya. But, there are DepEd and accredited kasi na mga books. So, kami parang we trust the ones endorsed by Homeschool Global. But, the moment
convenience din kasi.
Convenience din pati. And not only that, kasi parang if for example, yung mga materials that are suggested under the curriculum provided does not work for your child, you can actually change your approach. Like in our case, we utilize crafts and arts. Kasi nga si Zia is into arts. Tapos ito, meron kaming mga newly acquired na mga
right now, ito nasa likod.
Yan, yung mga yan.
Yung Thematic, Grolier Amazing English.
Grolier Amazing English. Sobrang it helps us a lot. Kasi ito kasi mga tools na to, meron niyang built-in na parang voice inside it, na parang kapag tinutok mo yung pen that comes with it, it's called the Grolier pen, it reads on its own. So, we will actually give you a product review of this. This is not required of us. I just really want to help other parents out there to understand that tools like this are available kasi it helped me as a homeschooling parent.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell para once up na yung review ni Mami ng mga Grolier interactive learning tools, ma-notify kayo. Baka naman yung iba tinutukoy dito sa curriculum is K-12 ba?
Homeschool methodology also follows the standards provided by DepEd. Kasi nga, you cannot be a recognized or accredited program. Thanks for the word, Daddy. Program if you are not registered and recognized by DepEd. So we're happy to inform you that homeschool is legal and DepEd recognized in our country.
Yeah, and last question, ito ay galing sa napakaganda, napakasaya, napaka-practical, na si Mami Practicality na kaibigan namin. At Kumares, Luis Pandino Santos.
And so sabi niya, ano ba ang characteristics na meron dapat ang isang homeschooling parent bukod sa isang drum ng patience? Thank you. Actually, isang drum ng patience.
Yung pa rin, patience pa rin talaga.
Patience is a result of one important thing that you would really want to have when you decide or when you consider to homeschool your child. Sabi niya, characteristics na meron dapat ang isang homeschooling parent. Siguro, the decisiveness or the firmness of your decision, the firmness in wanting to really homeschool your child. Kasi kapag ka ginusto mo talaga na i-homeschool yung anak mo and solid ka dun sa desisyon na yun, no matter how hard it is, kakayanin mo. And for you to really become solid in deciding to homeschool your child, you have to really know why you're doing it. And in our case ni Daddy Bryce, we only have a single why on why we homeschool our kids, and that is we want them to become solid in their values formation talagang to love God above all and to grow up as citizens who will really glorify God in everything that they do. Through homeschooling, kami yung magiging first influence nila. So parang when they ask something, we can give them answers that are based on the values that we want them to learn and not just any worldly definition that they can get from other sources na hindi namin gugustuhin na ma-pick up nila. For example, our children knows about sex, how it's done.
Sex in the vlog?
Yes. Yes. We discuss how it's how it happens.
But don't
how
worry, hindi na kami nakita.
How the reproductive system works. So they know how each part of the body is called, and there's nothing taboo in it.
Why, Mami?
Why? Because that's also our way of protecting them from any person who would think of abusing them. But the best thing that we can do to protect our children from abuse is to educate them.
Right.
And if hindi kami ang source of information nila, baka mamaya makakuha sila ng ibang idea na mali.
Actually, to protect them not only from abuse, but from what they call that?
Wrong
information, di ba? Or maling perspective. Just to elaborate further, yung sasabi ni Mami na we wanna raise kids talaga na who will glorify God. Siguro, I'd like to answer, in what way? We want them to really grow as values-driven people, di ba? Who would do things na may malalim na dahilan,
yes.
Diba? And that, again,
gagawin ang tama. Parang kahit na the world is telling them that it's okay to do the wrong thing. So parang they would stand up and kumbaga they would do what is right, regardless if everybody is doing the wrong stuff.
Yeah. Kumbaga, what we're doing right now is we're taking advantage of their formative years. Kasi ang formative years is yung 0 to 7. Some say 0 to 6, 0 to 3. Diba? But still, in general, 0 to 7 formative years. Meaning, whatever they hear, whatever they learn, whatever is inculcated in their minds, in their hearts during those years or those periods, yun yung paniniwalaan nila, yun yung tatatak sila sa kanila hanggang paglaki nila. And I cannot imagine my kids hearing things from other people na sinasabing bobo sila, sinasabing hindi sila magaling, ang hina mo sa math, ang hina mo sa ganito, ang hina mo sa ganyan, just because they couldn't cope up or cope with
hindi nila masabayan yung average learning pace. And ako nga, sobrang proud ako sa mga anak natin, Daddy Bryce, kasi yung learning pace nila, surprisingly, is advanced.
Yeah.
Grabe, I'm a proud parent kasi nung ina-assess na si Zia, diba, during the kinder 2 years niya, during her assessment, narinig namin sa advisor niya na advanced siya. And sabi, wow, paano?
Feeling pa namin that time, we didn't do enough.
And parang yung strength of character that even if other people are belittling them, they know for a fact that they're really smart, they're really
kasi they heard it first sa amin, di ba? At kung ano yung una nilang narinig, yun yung papaniwalaan nila. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you also make that, no, as at least one of the reasons why, or an inspiration, or one of the reasons why you should consider homeschooling. On the second part of this video, we'll be answering questions such as magkano mga mag-homeschool, mas mahal ba, paano kung parehas kayo working, di ba? Marami pa kami sasagutin on the next part of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it on your Facebook account, Instagram, tag us, or tag your other friends as well who are interested or those who have questions about homeschooling. So, once again,
we are Omni and Bryce.
And together with our kids, we are #TheClingy fam. Always remember to cling on to your dreams because dreams do come true. So face till you make it. Bye-bye.
Don't you ever down, 'cause we got it covered. Everyone here knows what's on your mind. Don't you ever down, 'cause we got it covered. So let it